Yeah, what's up, fam? I know I don't usually start these videos this way, but I guess I just have to acknowledge the fact that the twists are gone and the head bush is back. I don't wash my forehead, it's always been there, it's always been gigantic. Yeah, we know that. You can roast me if you want, but
It is what it is.
it is what it is. So, yeah, right into the video. This is another thing that I really don't understand, and that is, and this is why. Alright, so there's two ways that you can get smothered, right? There's the deprivation of your self-actualization, that thing that's on the top of the list of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, that thing, except in your life and not at work. And there's also when people invade your personal space, fam. I don't know which one I hate more because I hate two of them quite a lot. First off, in the deprivation of self-actualization, this usually comes from people in authority over you. You know what I'm saying? Majority of the time is from your parents. Yeah, a lot of parents do this all the time or most of the time, especially where I'm from. And yeah, I'm a witness to that. They might try to dictate and control every move, which is including of but not limited to the career path. A lot of parents in Jamaica know, and overall all over the world, you know what I'm saying, they've been through that era where school is your lifesaver, and if you don't go to school you never make it in life, you never amount to be anything. And if you know me, you know my stance on school, right? And there's another video coming where I'll go into that even more. I know I explained it before, but I'm gonna be talking about why I hate school that much. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So they think that you have to go to school and you have to pass everything so that you can be in this big shop business job. You know what I'm saying? And automatically enjoy life and have your big family and your big house and your big car and all them something. Granted, some of them went to school and they're not in that position. But it's really not necessary, as you'd have heard me say before. But some of them just feel like they need to control what you do with your life after you leave school. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, by that time you have enough sense and self-awareness to realize that they don't control your life and they can't control your life, and that's something that you have to make for yourself. That's a decision that you have to make for yourself, right? So yeah, if you want to be happy, you have to go do what you need to do, fam. If they want to suggest some things, then by all means, but at the end of the day, it's your life, not theirs. So yeah, that gets on my nerves sometimes. Another thing is who you date. I mean, granted, some parents have some good intuition where that is concerned, don't get me wrong, but when you bring in like the obviously nicest person that you've ever met, you know what I'm saying, and there's no, you picked up everything, right? Like there's limited red flags, but there are red flags that you can kind of deal with, you know, because nobody's perfect, but the things that you can deal with, they're not some big criminal or anything like that. But for some reason, they just feel like, yo, anybody that you bring to them to show them is probably like the worst person that could actually be in your life, you know, like they're not going to contribute to it in any way, they're just going to bring you down. I don't like them because them have pierced ears, or you know, them have a one tattoo, you know what I'm saying. If if they see the daughter coming with a guy with a tattoo, they think he's a thug. If they see the son coming in with a girl that has a tattoo, they think she's a hoe. In Jamaica, you know, because a lot of the parents are overly religious and Christianized. So, you know, once somebody enters their space with things like that, you know, they're very, very skeptical. But still, some of them, they know what they're talking about.
Sometimes.
If you're that tight with God, then you shouldn't have to worry. Don't be like overly protective with every single person that you see them come in contact with. That's why I never had a social life. You know what I'm saying? Like they drilled that into my head to the point where I started believing it for myself and just never wanted to deal with anybody. And now I'm sitting here talking to my phone camera. But hey, I'm not crazy. Yeah, they also want to control like what college you go to, stuff like that. I mean, that's really not that applicable to over here because I mean for us it's either you or UTech. You have a few cases where it might be like, oh, that's cool name again. The Christian school, NCC, something like so. Or there's Maritime, but all of that, those other schools, you know what I'm saying, those have to tie into what you want to do. I should have been at Jagas personally because I wanted to work on cars, as I said before, but mommy said, yo, you passed the exams, so just go to sixth form. And that's what I did. I also want to control what you do in your spare time, fam. If it was up to them, I would have never left the house in my entire lifetime. Some of the things my for like just put my foot down and say, yo, I'm going here, you know, I'm going there. Pops did kind of warm up to it. He knew that I was a responsible adult, so adolescent. So he never really questioned or pressured me about it. But mommy, I don't know what it is about mothers, you know, but Jano, up to this day she's still questioning me, you know. We have this socially distant thing now, so anywhere I go, as I step in the house.
Were you being socially distant? Nobody never touched you. Nobody wasn't sneezing or coughing in the area that you were.
Jaja, mommy, I love you, but jeez and peace, come on. But yeah, I mean, that's just how they are, you know. It's at the end of the day, it's all love. Even though I know it's crap out of me. So yeah, for me, it's always a case where like I know that I have common sense, like I have a mind of my own, you know. Like I don't need it to be on my back, constantly monitoring what I'm doing. Like I'm not 5. That's always been my issue, and I know that's a lot of you guys' issue. I know some of you just dying to move out, but one day, parents, the overly protective, smothering type of parents, you guys, we know that you love us, but please just give me guidance and allow us to live our lives on our own, right? Because life done hard enough without enough pressure. So just do me a favor, like from one son to a mother or father, we know what we do to an extent, but yeah, we have like a sense, so just go easy, you know. Oh yeah, and one last thing that they do well, mommy do, that really gets on my nerves a majority of the time is when I would be going to do a chore or something that I know I'm supposed to do, and then as soon as she sees me, like I could be going to do it right now, or sometimes I'm even doing it, and then she come tell me to do it. Like, bro, there is nothing that gets me more irritable that she does than that. Like fam, you can see me going to be productive and then you just come broke my whole vibe by telling me to do it. That thing kills self-actualization, yo. I hate that, fam. I hate like feeling that you have to tell me to do something for me to go do it. Like, nah, that's not always the case. That's not always the case for a lot of us. But anyways, another thing now is when people start to invade your personal space, and that I mean, touch is my love language, you know. I'm all for it, you know. I like if I'm fond of you, you know, if we're close like that, I'm gonna be in this space sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like I like hugging. I'm a hugger. But yeah, if we're not that close, then there's really no reason to do that. I know even some of the people who I'm close with, they kind of don't like when I'm up in the space too. But I mean, it's for good reason. It's understandable. But to me, a lot of the time it has to do with the mood. You know what I'm saying? Like something could happen in their life and they probably just want that little space, which is totally acceptable and understandable. You know what I'm saying? It's not all the time you want people up in your space, especially if you're dealing with something maybe traumatic or just having a hard time, you're frustrated. Things like that, you don't want to be up in people's space. And I learned that the hard way. If someone looks pissed off, annoyed, anxious, worried, frustrated, then you kind of want to stay out of them way a little bit. Just give them a little space. If they let you know, and they say that they need some comfort or something, then by all means. I mean, if you a nigga, then I don't expect you to come to me asking for comfort, is it? But if it's one of my girls, then of course. The most I do, if you my bro, is like, and as if like something traumatic happened, like probably lose a loved one or something, then hand over shoulder and consoling you, say, oh, it's gonna be alright, fam. But I leave the embracing to my females, you know what I'm saying? But encouragement is encouragement, so yeah. So yeah, I'm cool with my family or my girl. I know that doesn't imply that I have a girl. I'm just saying, I don't mind them being up in my space or even whispering in my ear, you know what I'm saying? But if I don't know you, then what could you possibly be whispering in my ear? Like, what kind of secret we have so? And I never met you before in my life. Nah, fam. Next thing you probably gonna stick me and drug me or something. Nah, keep your distance, fam. We ain't got nothing to be whispering about. But yeah, that's it really. That's what I feel about getting smothered. And yeah, don't get too used to the head bush stills. By probably next month, I'll be back to my twisty hairstyle, you know what I'm saying, that I love so much and that I was deprived of during high school and university because I couldn't find the right haircut. But your boy got top. Yeah, that's it. Thank you again. If you stayed the whole video, I really appreciate you. I feel like I should start doing some shout outs or something or stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, to show my appreciation for each and every one of you, because I really do appreciate all of you who support the movement, As a matter of fact, I'm gonna start calling you guys like a name, you know what I'm saying. After YouTubers, they have this specific name for the subscribers and the people that follow them. So, from now on, I'm gonna be calling you guys the real ones. Yeah. If you have any suggestions of what you want me to call you still, you can DM me. I'm gonna leave my IG name on the screen. Although it's all over the place, so you should see it by now. So just DM me, you know what I'm saying, what you would suggest that I call my subscribers. But for now, I'm gonna call you guys the real ones. So yeah, that's it. I wanna going forward from here. Thank you again. I'm too happy for a rant video. What's going on? Anyways, yeah, it's all love. Take care.